Here's my viewpoint. You can't be too toxic for love. You can't be too toxic even for a friendship. You have to self-reflect and realize, like, yo, what is going on here? Why am I can't get close to this thing that I'm feeling, this thing that I want? I am too toxic. This bag is too heavy for me to carry. So until I've worked out on myself, figuratively and, physically, I can now lift these bags. I can now, get acclimated in love. But loving myself says you can't be too toxic. You can get in front of your own way for you to get to your own blessings. So yeah, you can't be too toxic.
Yeah, but when you love,
but love, it takes more than just love, right? Because everybody knows in a relationship, it's more than just love. That's good, but it takes more than to love to propel and to continue and to continue.
Yeah,
and other moving parts. But that's it.
But I agree with you. No, I agree. That's what I was gonna say. But I'm like, I agree with you, Oliver, because I feel like we had a conversation, me, Alan, we had this conversation where I feel like I don't feel like I could be loved. And then they're like, why you don't feel like you deserve love? I'm like, I don't ever feel like I deserve love. And you remember we had that conversation, they're like, oh no, then you can't think like that. But that's how I've been thinking. I don't ever feel, I feel like, oh, love always hurt and I don't feel like I deserve love. So I always do my own, yeah, you hug me, remember? And I always say that, and that's toxic for somebody to sit there and be like, you know what? I don't feel like I deserve love. So somebody like that is very toxic.
You realize that is your problem, right? So what are you doing? And this is what Rico was saying. What are you doing, or what are you doing, or what have you done to combat that?
Right now, what am I doing? Right now, I'm trying to trust. I don't trust nobody. Nobody that I date. Only person I trust is my family and my close friends. I don't ever trust no man that I date. So I'm trying to believe, or this man could actually love me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to really believe that, and I'm trying to open up to guys. Like, a man will sit there and tell me everything. I love you. I want to do this for you. I'm there for you. Let's be together. And I look at him like, in my head, it's so messed up, or you're lying. Ain't no way you love me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep having sex with you because it's fun, but I know you don't give, like. That's
so what are you doing?
Well, right now I'm trying to be more open, So what
are you doing to
be more open with my feelings? I've been trying to be more open with my feelings, trying to trust somebody who could actually care for me instead of just me denying it. Oh, there's no way he loves me.
Danny, can I tell you something?
Okay.
And this is going back to what we were saying, and this is something that they actually said, is that doing things cold turkey is actually one of the most ineffective ways to be successful in overcoming that problem. Short story, right? And this is just to kind of give you an idea of doing things in increments, right? For a year and a half, I did not curse. I did not say any curse words. I started off by trying to limit myself for 10 curse words a day. Once I can complete that for 14 days, I knocked it down to 5. It took me about 2 months, and then I did not curse for about maybe 11 or 12 months after that. But it took time, and it took practice, and I didn't just say I'm not gonna curse on the next day. It's 9 times out of 10 never gonna happen that way. So just going out and saying, yo, I don't feel like I deserve to be loved, I'm gonna just try to trust you. That's not going to be, the odds are that is not gonna be effective. You have to find something that's going to make you and allow you to take that first initial step. It could be a slow step. Sometimes slow and steady wins the race. You know what I'm saying? But you can't just dive in and think it's gonna change automatically. You're gonna end up repeating the cycle, and next thing you know it, you could be 45, 50 years old, still repeating that same cycle and just now getting it.
Well, Danny, I wanna say that I think that no one is too toxic for love. Like, I was actually kind of on the fence, like hearing Rico, hearing Oliver. I was kind of on the fence with how I felt about it, but there are people like Danny that feel like they don't deserve love because of their personality, because of their actions. And we all know Danny. Danny will sit down on this couch and be like, I'm fucked up in the head. I'm fucked up in the head. Like, she says that all the time. And to think that she doesn't deserve to be loved, that's crazy to me, because like we've all been saying, take accountability of your actions, want to change. And if that's how you feel inside, like if you want to change, if you want to like figure out, look at the steps. Look at the traits of toxicity. Like, point out what you think that you have, like what you obtain. Try to work on it. Like, you do deserve love, no matter whether you hold 2 traits on there, 4 traits, all 8. Like, you deserve love no matter what. So take accountability for how you're toxic and want to change, and look for the steps in order to do so.
And want love.
I think, honestly, the point you brought up is very relatable. I think it's very relatable and it's very reasonable, because you can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna trust him. You're not gonna just trust him. You're not, you do have to do things in incremental steps so that it becomes a habit. Because how long is it? 2 weeks to become a habit, or 2?
14 days.
Is it 14 or 21? Okay, so let's just say it's 21 days for something to become a habit.
14 days to get in shape.
You're not just gonna, like, you literally have to take it like those incremental steps. You have to take it one day at a time, because all you're gonna do, like Rico said, is end up back where you were. So I feel like really that's something that we should talk about. Like, what is a small step that you took in realizing that you're toxic, and realizing that you got fucked up ways, and realizing that you're, not the person that you want to be? Like, what have you done incrementally to make it happen?
Danny, I actually completely understand you when you say, like, that feeling of you not deserving love, or like that idea of like you don't deserve love. Because I honestly feel like that is something that I just got over personally. And honestly, before all the crystals and the self journey and yoga, before all that shit, I was like breaking hearts and just like.
You aware?
Breaking hearts?
Yeah.
She's saying it.
Were you aware of you breaking hearts?
Oh, yes, of course, yeah. Oh. I realized that it was a...
Okay, I just want to say that you... Never mind, go ahead.
No, yeah, I realized I was breaking hearts because I was actively making choices that were disrespecting other people's boundaries, even if they openly told me that's what their boundary was. And it was kind of like I was trying to push that button and see how many times I could push that button until that button's not there anymore. And it was on that basis of like, can I trust you? Can I trust you? I'm going to keep doing this and keep doing this, until you kind of disappear. And it took me a very like long time to even get a grip over the fact that like, yeah, I was actively making the choice to hurt people. And it sucked. Ultimately now, I can say right now, it sucked. And I had to reach out to some of like the past people that I actually did hurt and kind
apologize.
Yeah, literally. I hit this dude up, one of my high school sweethearts. And I was like, yo, like, I just want to tell you, like, I am so sorry. I am so sorry, because all the trauma that I instilled in myself while providing you trauma, like shit, now that we're 21, damn, trusting someone is really hard, and even taking that first step. And it was to the point where like the conversation ended up really well. And he was just like, damn, like the fact that you even hit me up about this, like the old Jordan, I would have never even assumed that you were just about to talk to me about this, And it really is that progression of like taking accountability, understanding that you have a problem, understanding that you have a choice to take accountability and to grow and be better.
And wanting.
Yeah, and not necessarily just wanting love with another person. I honestly started this journey just because I did not love myself. I wanted to love myself. I felt like if I didn't deserve love from another person, then shit, if I want to love myself, straight up. And then naturally, that's when I ended up finding other habits, I guess 21 days of showing love to other people that naturally, I do have this very like hopeful mindset when it does come to love and understanding that it is just unhealed trauma. Mm-hmm. And it is us just being very defensive about opening up about this trauma to ourselves and just moving forward. So like, honestly, I'm sending you all like peace and abundance. You've got this shit, girl. Like, come on now. You deserve love.
Sorry for me. Like I said something.
No,
so
I don't feel sorry for you, because like I have faith in you that you can grow and prosper to not only love yourself, but love other people, just because I know we are all here capable.
And this is me speaking just to like kind of get you to understand what I'm really saying, is when I say that you're not too toxic for love, that means you're not too toxic to ever get love if you want love bad enough. I'm a firm believer that anybody in this world who ever wanted something, they went and they sought it out.
Some things are just difficult, Rico.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's not difficult, but
mentally.
But it's all right. It took a lot for me to realize my problem And then it took a lot. It took for me to lose a lot to correct my problem. So you don't believe that you deserve to be loved, but why? And I don't want to hear anything that's general. I need specific reasons why you personally feel you don't deserve to be loved.
I never felt wanted. From growing up, going to school, from coming here and not speaking English, from liking boys not liking me back because I wasn't their look. People did not start wanting me until I become this social media person. So I never really felt wanted. I never really felt like somebody really liked me. I always felt rejected, you know what I'm saying? So when people started wanting me, out of nowhere, I have like
that ain't real.
DMs.
That ain't real.
It's kind of like, it messed with my head. Like, how come when I was younger, y'all never wanted me? You know, y'all teased me. Y'all never, you know, I like so many guys, and they're just like, you sound like you have a speech problem. It was so much. So I never really, after a while, I just kind of like, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to become the it girl. When I went to college, I become the it girl. You know what I'm saying? When I went to social media, it was to become the it girl. So I could feel this popularity, but just because you have popularity in your head, your mindset doesn't change. You could date 1 million people if your head is messed up within that. You know, I was bullied since I was 6 years old. I have a speech impediment since I was 5. You know what I'm saying? I've been bullied my whole life. The way I speak, I was in Haiti, I was speaking the same. When I was in Haiti, they thought I was from France because my speech was so blurry. I didn't start speaking Creole until I was 10. I came here, I'm like, okay, it's a new start. I still got bullied. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to fit in. So it's not until like people recognize, you know what? Like, you know, I'm older now, you know, they're embracing, you know, being bullied for being Haitian, being bullied for this, dating guys, and it's kind of like, I never felt like they really liked me. You know, I never really could trust them because people always make me feel like, you know, like a reject. So in my head, everything I went on, well, even if I had that face, like, yeah, whatever, but I still had that. It's still like, you know, your childhood trauma, I feel like is the worst thing to get away from, you know what I'm saying? So being that I dealt with that for like 18, 19 years, so like now it's kind of like, why do you even really like me? You know what I'm saying? Even if they try. So this is why I probably even feel like I'm so messed up with people. I deal with people and I just do this, do that, to just push them away myself.
You ever told any of them that to help it? Like, let's say if I'm trying to talk to you, you ever told anyone?
I'm not the best at opening up. I don't trust. When people be like, somebody be like, I love you, I'm like, I just don't ever believe it. And this is why I go and do messed up shit to them and do whatever. Because I never even... you know, no matter how much you say you want me, I'm not going to believe it. I'm like, okay. I'm just like, okay, sure. Okay, yeah, you know. So that's why I even never told somebody I love you, because I don't ever feel like it's real, like, you know, so that's just me. I'm working on it now. Mm-hmm.
So okay, here we go, peeling back the layers. Knowing that, what are you doing or what can you do to
begin the process?
Yeah, to begin the process, because it's like, so you realize the problem.
Yeah, for sure.
But what can you do, or what are you doing?
I mean, I was trying to open now, like, now.
No. What are you doing to be open?
Okay, that's what I'm saying, like, just like trying to trust people, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might see, somebody just might really love me. Like, even my cousin be like, oh, you're a really cool person. You think people don't love you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, people that I'm around, like, once to know me is to love me, I believe that, you know what I'm saying? So my cousin and my friend be like, my cousin and my friend, my close friend knows that. They're like, you really believe that? People go crazy over you, like, you make people laugh. You know, at first, that probably was a problem, but now people embrace you. It's good to be different. It's good to be that. So I'm just working on just loving me and, you know, like, fight my own demons. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this was the past. Okay, I am different. Okay, I sound different. So all that I'm working on, that's making it easier, you know what I'm saying, to just embrace other people.